All right, folks, here we go. Hot Rod Power Tour 2024, day 0. The drive before the drive. You join me today in my 1991 GMC Syclone. Actually, it's my daddy's truck, but I'm taking it with me for Hot Rod Power Tour. I did a little bit of maintenance on it yesterday, and we're just going to put it out there in the wind and see how the old truck does. We're at 28,693 miles so far, and I got about 1,200 or 1,300 miles ahead of me over this adventure. But today, we're headed south. Gonna be getting out of Columbus, and honestly, I'm not even going where I'm supposed to be going. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of a detour and go to a little bit prettier area and not deal with Louisville and Beechbend and Bowling Green at that point in time. So, that's what I'm doing today. You're riding along with me. Welcome, Lucore Automotive coverage of the Hot Rod Power Tour 2024. Now this year is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually kind of flying solo, at least on day 0. Normally I have either Kerry, my friend in his 67 GTO, or Jim has come along with me in my 1970 Pontiac Le Mans. Neither of which are with me this year. So today, I'm just out here adventuring by myself, which probably the same for a lot of you guys. This is going to be my 4th long haul, consecutive long haul. The last 3 I have done in the 1979 AMC Spirit AMX. If you watch this channel, you probably have seen that car. But this year I decided to leave it alone, and I wanted to take my dad's truck because my dad's in a little bit of a bad way as far as health-wise goes. And I've got his truck. It's never been on an adventure like this. I figure this might be kind of a fun way for him to go along with me on an adventure he can't technically sit in the passenger seat with. So that's why I'm taking his truck this year. Yes, it's a 28,000 mile truck. Yes, it's all original. Never been abused, never been modified. Does have functional air conditioning, which is really nice. I just fixed that yesterday. But the nice thing for this is I don't really care what this truck is worth because I'm never going to sell it. This is my dad's truck. This is the truck that really, to be honest with you, made me who I am. We bought this truck in 1992. I was a wee young lad, and it formed a lot of my desires for speed and sports cars and that kind of stuff came from this truck, this very exact truck. So it's never going to get sold. I don't care what it's worth. I'm willing to put the miles on it, and it's going to be a fun little adventure out there because not a lot of people get to see these trucks out in the wild. So that's what's going on. I've got about an hour and a half of extremely boring driving across central Ohio. Out of Columbus, headed towards Cincinnati, down I-71. It is an absolutely gorgeous day outside. I'm getting a bit of a late start, but that's okay. I don't have anywhere I have to be. Let's just enjoy the road. One thing I totally forgot was my America hat. I'm gonna have to find a new one. I'm sure there's a truck stop somewhere that sells hats. So we're gonna go with the Old Faithful Jags hat. Thanks, Jags, for keeping my hair out of my face. One thing I will already say that I love about this year, it's 80 degrees outside. It's not face of the sun hot. I am in a little black truck in a black interior with like velour seats. Ah! So that part's a little warm, but way more comfortable than I'm used to. I've been in a sweat box the last 3 years. This is gonna be downright comfortable. I don't know, I might not even turn on my air conditioning. I do feel like I'm cheating a little bit, to be honest with you guys. Driving something that's, you know, modern-ish. It's got functional air conditioning. I don't know, maybe that's gonna change the experience for me. This will be my first time power touring in something that doesn't want to give me heat stroke. So we'll see how that goes. But 80 degrees and perfect for the first like 3 days. A little bit of chance of rain here and there. And then it doesn't really get hot until like Friday. So I'm digging the weather change. That's nice. Anyway, nothing to really talk about or show you between here and Cincinnati. It's pretty much farmland. That's it. So, I'll see you in Cincinnati. Well, welcome to Cincinnati, one of the more beautiful Midwestern cities, with the fact that it's on the river. Got a nice skyline from the north and from the south. Much prettier, honestly, than Columbus is. Our skyline's not that great in Columbus, but also from here, skyline. If you're a skyline chili kind of guy, if you like, was it brown sugar in your Coney dogs? Mwah, love it. Anyway, so this is the border from Ohio to Kentucky. So I am basically ready to cross over the muddy water and head into Kentucky. One thing I have definitely noticed in this truck versus everything else I have driven for Power Tour is nobody notices this truck. I don't get any thumbs up. I don't get any looks. I don't get honks. I don't get anything. So either nobody knows what this thing is, which is probable, or nobody cares, which is also possible. It's just such a rare vehicle. You really never see them out on the roads anymore. And it is, 23 years old at this point in time. They only made 3,000 of these things in the first place 23 years ago. So, when was the last time you saw one out on the road? Most people probably just think it's a, spiffied up S10 with a body kit on it. So, anyway, Ohio done. Welcome to Kentucky. I have my next stop in mind, and because I'm a bearded fat guy, it has to do with food. I have about a half a tank of fuel left, and I should be able to get to where I need to be before I need to stop for fuel, and I am kind of racing the clock to get there around dinner time. So, welcome to Kentucky. This is the part of the drive from Louisville to Columbus that I'm worried about. I don't know if you can tell, that traffic isn't going anywhere at all. There was a disabled vehicle about 4 miles back that way, and I-71, I-75 is stuck, not moving. And I am super terrified about that between day 3 and day 4. It is by far the longest drive we're going to have, is the drive from Louisville up to Columbus to go to national trails. And invariably you're going to be taking this road, either into Cincinnati or around Cincinnati. Either way, you're still going to get stuck in this. And I cannot, this is a Sunday, for God's sakes. This is a Sunday evening. It's not like it's a rush hour time. I've seen this traffic be an absolute nightmare over and over and over again. I am more than a little bit worried about that on the way up. Now, for me, I'm not all that worried about it because I'm in a pretty reasonable vehicle. But people that are in classic cars and hot rods, getting stuck in stop-and-go traffic on the interstate, not a great experience. So we're just going to hope for the best for everybody. By the way, heads up, everybody, this is definitely going to be something you need to pay attention to. If you happen to have GPS that has traffic on it, on the drive on Thursday, make sure you pay attention. By the way, welcome to Florence, y'all. Alright, so this is the 71-75 split. just ahead. Most of you folks will be going that way, headed over to 71, headed to Louisville, and then headed down to Beechbend. I am not. I am headed towards Lexington because that's where I need to go have dinner, and I'm going to be staying kind of in that area, Lake Cumberland area. I don't really need to be at Beechbend tonight. I really don't care about Bowling Green, to be honest with you. And at this point in time, I wouldn't be getting there until 10, 11 o'clock at night anyway, so yeah, whatever. Not really going to stress about it. So I'm going to head on down towards Lexington, and I'm going to do my very best to not get off at Man of War Boulevard and hit my favorite alcohol store. That will also be a major challenge for me on Power Tour this year, is we are essentially spending 3 days in bourbon, Kentucky, whiskey, and moonshine territory, which that's kind of my thing. So hopefully I can show some sort of self-control and not end up with a truck bed full of hooch. We'll see. Anyway, onward towards Lexington. Folks, we are just south of Georgetown, Kentucky. You are in horse country. This is our exit. Exit 120. Beautiful area of the country, isn't it? I love it here. Absolutely love it here. Now, if you have watched any of my road trips to East Tennessee, where I'm largely from, you probably know where I'm headed. If you haven't, I'll give you a hint. It's one of the best little side road, off the beaten path, but not really all that far off the path, barbecue joints you will ever find anywhere. It is just north of Lexington, and the food is fantastic. Don't break the law on the camera, Austin. Bad idea. So you just jump off the interstate here real quick. We got to do a little zig, a little zag. We'll be right there. And I'm going to show you one of the coolest spots you're going to find. Fantastic food, just a cool little spot. Give me just a second. I'll be right there. By the way, for those who are curious, the truck is doing great. Coolant levels are good, oil pressure is good, charging is good, fuel is good. We're doing just fine. Just fine. My 20-year-old tires are a little square. That's all right. Oh, and by the way, for the people who have asked, yes, that is the anti-lock brake light. This is kind of the beginning of anti-lock brakes, especially on a pickup truck, and that hasn't worked for a very, very long time. Anyway, we're almost to where we're going, and I'm excited for some tasty, tasty food. I wonder if these guys are going to the same place. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Red State BBQ. Oh, now, I am a self-proclaimed fat guy. I will be honest, I love food. And at the very top of that list, I love barbecue. I discovered this place, I don't even know, 6 or 7 years ago probably. Just out and about on my normal drives. I drive, like I said, to East Tennessee quite a lot. And I just saw a random sign on the side of the road. Said Red State BBQ. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Let me tell you, this was an outstanding random discovery. Wait till you see this place. It's so cool.
It brought her over because it's been built on over the years. Like the arena based on her.
Yes. Yeah, but that is a good barbecue stop. Red State BBQ, just north of Lexington, Kentucky. Got myself a sweet tea lemonade, Arnold Palmer, if you will. Time to get myself back on the interstate and get moving. Got about another 2 hours to go to where I'm stopping, and we'll call it a night from there. I'm going to end up about 2 hours away from Beechbend, which is the first stop for tomorrow. I know a lot of people have probably already gotten themselves already there, but I'm not worried about it. I'm going to lollygag myself in there late morning tomorrow, which is just fine with me. By the way, for those of you who are curious, here is the 1991 GMC Syclone that I am taking on the Hot Rod Power Tour this year. She cleaned up pretty nice. Spent a few hours getting the cladding back to black, prettying up the paint, treated the vinyl on the back, cleaned up the glass. She's pretty good. Now the tires are from 2005, which is a little less than great, but that's all right. We'll be fine. And look at this, I even got cup holders in this thing. Traveling in style, boys. Just purrs like a kitten. Everything looks good. Let's get back on the highway. I have not even used my air conditioning yet today. It's such a nice day out here. Man, it is just absolutely God's country out here. Eastern Kentucky is just beautiful. Down into East Tennessee, I mean, I'm telling you, it is beautiful. Man of War Boulevard, where I would typically pull over and get some fuel, as well as maybe a few bottles of adult beverages, but today is not that day. And I've still got like a quarter tank of gas in the old truck, so we're going to keep on pushing her. There's a Buc-ee's coming up right there, actually 27 miles. We'll stop at Buc-ee's and pick up some pure fuel. In addition, because it's Buc-ee's, we can also pick up clothes and snacks and furniture and everything else you can possibly imagine. If you've never been to a Buc-ee's before, they're exploding across the country. They are the most ridiculous concoction of convenience store and gas station with 100 gas pumps you have ever seen. But the nice thing is, for those of you who drive classic cars, they do sell real gas, so stuff that does not have ethanol content in it, which most of us who run old school stuff would appreciate to run just regular old gas without 10 or 15% ethanol in it. So it's always a nice feature. Plus, nice bathrooms, nice comfortable place to stop, like a couple hundred parking spots. It's basically like a, I don't know, a rest area and a gas station and a convenience store had a throuple, and Buc-ee's came out. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and push it on. Light is starting to fade. get myself the next 20-something miles to Buc-ee's. I'll see you when we get there. Woo! Yeah, buddy. That looks fun. Nice truck too, sir. Very nice. Very, very nice. That boy knows how to party. Alright. This exit is Buc-ee's. Just Buc-ee's. You will notice there is basically nothing else out here other than that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a gas station. Again, nothing else out here. Basically just has an exit for itself. We're going to run all the way down to the other end where I can find some just pure gas. There we go, ethanol free. Oh, fail. I thought I was being smart. Not doing 87. Not happening. Looks like we're running 10% ethanol 93 on this guy. Aha! So they do have 90 octane available on pumps 3 and 10. I still would prefer to run a higher octane. Not that this truck is modified in any way, it's original bone stock stuff, but it does want to run premium unleaded fuel, so don't mess with things like that. So oil and fuel, don't screw with that. Don't put the wrong thing in there. 13.5 gallons? Okay. I don't know honestly what this thing gets for fuel economy. It's never really done a long trip before. So, I don't know, maybe that's good. Maybe that's bad. We could definitely test it and see what we got. Would you like a receipt? Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, I want to know exactly how expensive this trip is. All right, maybe we should swing in there real quick and see if there's anything in Buc-ee's we need. Like some cookie dough. Yeah. Yeah, this is a gas station. This place is nuts. How about a Buc-ee's swimsuit? Don't mind if I do. I almost forgot. I need an America hat. There's got to be some sort of Buc-ee's America cowboy top hat around here somewhere. They have everything here. Gotta have this. All right, we have success. Scored myself most everything I needed, including my chocolate chip cookie dough. As you can see, the sun is fading, so there's only going to be so much more I can shoot for you on the drive. Got about another hour and a half or so until where I'm gonna be staying. But man, I'll tell you what, absolutely perfect weather, especially for power tour. We've had some brutal weather over the last several years, which is, you know, typical when it's first part of June and you're doing it across the South. But this year, the world took it easy on us, which is funny given this is the first time I've ever had a car that had functional air conditioning, and I haven't even touched it yet. Anyway, let's get back on the road. We got more driving to do, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Man, how about that sunset? Look at that. Woo! Absolutely beautiful out here. Love it. I am going to reset my tripometer so we can go ahead and test what our fuel economy is. Back to 0,000. All right, let's get on the road. Get this final little bit of the leg done. Don't anybody run into me. Don't anybody run into me. Before anyone asks, no, I am not diabetic. Yes, I'm working on it hard though. God, I love this little truck. Such a good little truck. One kind of annoying thing when you take a slightly aggressive turn, these 1990s cup holders don't hold 2020 fat guy drinks very well. That's not very in the cup holder. However, it also definitely is in my footwell. Grrr. My own stupid fault. Should have taken it like a 90s style turn. Spirited drive through the country. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Yep, definitely just avoided that deer. Good brakes too. Whew. Man. And so ends the spirited drive. Well, folks, we're going to end it right here. That's day 0, the drive before the drive. Hot Rod Power Tour 2024. My evening is going to end with what you probably can't see behind me. That is Lake Cumberland. And I'm going to do some late night swimming. We're not going to put that on camera. I'm going to spend the night up here in the mountains and enjoy myself for a nice relaxing evening. And then I think I'm going to get up early and do a little bit of jet skiing on Lake Cumberland. Because I'm here and there's jet skis, so I might as well. Like I said, thing with power tours to slow down and enjoy whatever is in between. And in my case, what's in between includes the lake house with jet skis. So I'm going to be up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning, and then I'm going to get my butt on the water for a little bit. You probably won't see that. And then I'm going to head to Beechbend, which is day 1 location for Hot Rod Power Tour 2024. Hope you've enjoyed this. I am going to do daily videos. I promise I will do my very, very best to get daily videos done for you guys. It's a little tricky sometimes depending on hotels and how that works out, but I will do my very best. I have absolutely no internet access here, so I'm not sure when this video will go up, but it should be something on day 1. So, and then day 1 will be on day 2 and so on and so forth. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to go for a swim. You guys have a great rest of your night, day, whatever. I will see you out there on the road. Hot Rod Power Tour has begun. Oh, this water is so nice. It's like swimming in bath water.